popular. You're gonna be popular. After 2 decades of the beloved musical Wicked gracing stages, we now have it gracing the big screen with a fantasy film adaptation. So naturally, as a lover of films, musicals, and witches, oh my, I had to share a list of 25 Wicked inspired crochet patterns with you. And I will separate these into 4 different categories: accessories, amigurumi, granny squares, and home decor. And as always, you can find all the exact links for all of these patterns on my blog, which is linked in the description box below. All right, let's get started. First is this witchy hat by Red Heart. It's easy to create and only uses basic stitches and has 4 sizes, small to extra large, between 16 to 22 inches in circumference. And the hat is worked flat and then seamed together. And this one has helpful charts and is a free pattern on their website. You could also let your pet join in on the Wicked fun with this little witch hat by Aria Designs. It measures 6 inches and I loved the texture with this one, as well as the spiral in that it has. And I just thought that this pattern was so cute for a cat or a little dog, and it's a paid pattern in their Ravelry. Here is another Wicked Witch hat by Katie Hansen. This one has 2 sizes, one for kids and one for adults, and it's worked from the tip down to the brim in continuous spirals, so no slip stitches to end out each round for this one. And they used galvanized rope for the brim to make it nice and structured, and it's a paid pattern on their Ravelry. Another great pattern is this Regal Crown by Yarn Inspirations. There are 2 different sizes, child and adult, and it's made with basic stitches, so it's beginner friendly. It'd be quick and easy to whip up, and it has a helpful chart for creating that motif, and it's a free pattern on their website. I also like this Wicked Tutu bag by Heidi Yates. It measures 11 inches wide by 20 inches high, and I loved the stars and how they incorporated it into the tulle fabric. And this one is a paid pattern in their Ravelry. Or here is another great witch hat by Yarn Inspirations. There are 2 sizes, child, which is 18.5 inches circumference and 10 inches tall, and an adult size, which is 21 inches in circumference and 13 inches tall. It's worked in continuous spirals from the top down. And I love this because it means that there won't be a seam along the backside of the hat. It'll just be nice and smooth, and it's a free pattern on their website. Here's a fun witch hat clip by Hookfully. It measures 9 centimeters width by 6 centimeters height, and it's made in the round. The special stitch used here is the 3 double crochet in 1 space and the 2 single crochet in 1 space for a bit of increasing. And these are really quick and easy to whip up, and they're perfect to make with scrap yarns, and it's a free pattern on their website. I also liked this whimsical witch hat by Amanda's Happy Hearth. There are sizes small, medium, and large. It's made with basic stitches as well as single crochet 2 together for a bit of decreasing. And this one is beginner friendly, and it's a free pattern on their website. All right, now I'll share some amigurumi patterns. Here is a Wicked Witch by Holly's Hobbies. There is also a flying monkey as well for this pattern, and the witch measures 16 to 17 inches and the monkey is 4 to 5 inches. There's also a broom included as well for this pattern, and I loved how detailed this one is, and it's a paid pattern in their Ravelry. I also liked this Glinda and Elphaba by Beaver Meadow Crochet. The finished doll measures 20 centimeters tall and 15 centimeters in diameter at the base of the skirts. And they also have other Wizard of Oz inspired patterns, including Dorothy, Toto, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. And this pattern, as well as all the others, can be found as paid patterns in their Etsy shop. Here's another Glinda and Elphaba by Nerdy Knits by Nikki. They also have other patterns from the Wizard of Oz as well. And I just loved how cutesy these designs are, and they're also paid patterns in their Etsy shop. I also liked this Good and Wicked Witch duo by Anna Marie Craft. This one is a paid pattern on their website, and the Good Witch measures 16 centimeters, while the Wicked Witch measures 18 centimeters. It's more intermediate to advanced to make, and it's good to be comfortable with making amigurumi patterns for this one. But this one has a lot of helpful pictures to assist with each step of making it, and it also has some bonus coloring pages. This Wicked Witch Cuddler by Victoria Stewart is also a great one. It measures 8 inches wide by 7.25 inches tall, and there is a Glinda and Dorothy Cuddler as well in their collection. And they also have a Tin Man as well, and these are so fun and cute, and they're all paid patterns in their Ravelry. Here's another Wicked Witch Amigurumi by I Crochet Things. It measures 7 inches tall, and you do need to be familiar with the French knot embroidery technique as well as Tunisian crochet to make this scarf. There's also an alternative scarf pattern if you're not as comfortable with the Tunisian crochet, and this one is a paid pattern on their website. All right, now I'll share some granny square patterns. First is the Wicked Witch by Lovable Loops. It measures 7.25 inches squared, but of course the exact size will depend on your gauge and tension. And it uses basic stitches as well as the single crochet 2 together to create. To make it, you start with the granny square and then you make and add the face parts. And I just love the hair and the little eyes, and you do embroider the smile, and this one is a free pattern on their blog. I also like this Wicked Granny by All the Pointy Sticks. The finished pattern measures 7 centimeters by 6 centimeters and uses basic stitches to make, and it's a paid pattern on their website. And I just love the 3D nature of the hat and the braided hair in this design. I thought it was really unique. Here is another Wicked Square by Posh Pooch Designs. The square measures 10 by 10 inches and has a lot of helpful step-by-step pictures for each row. And this one is a free pattern on their blog as well as a video tutorial. And this pattern was specifically designed to be a washcloth, but you can also use it as a granny square for other projects. And if you need some different ideas of what kind of projects to make with granny squares, you should definitely check out my 50 crochet patterns to make with granny squares video in the card above after this one. Or make this Elphaba square by me. It uses the tapestry crochet technique to make it, and it measures 5.5 by 5.5 inches. But if you're totally new to tapestry crochet, definitely check out my video tutorial in the card above. And this square will be a part of a larger granny square series. I'm using them all to make a cardigan. I'm really hoping I get it done in time to see the Wicked movie. And you can find all of those granny squares as well as this Elphaba inspired one in my online shop. Also, make sure to subscribe and click the bell if you want to be notified of when I share the video of that journey of making the cardigan. All right, now I'll share some home decor patterns with you. First is this Witch's Feet pattern by Yarnspirations. You can use these as door stoppers or they can just be decorative, and it measures 9.5 by 8.5 inches, and the special stitch used is the single crochet 2 and single crochet 3 together. There's also a fair bit of seaming for this pattern, and this pattern has a helpful chart and is a free pattern on their website. Or make this Flying Witch tapestry by Rafa Musa Designs. It measures 5.75 by 6.2 inches, and it's worked in rows, and the border is worked in rounds. It uses the tapestry crochet technique to make it. And they also have a haunted house tapestry included in this collection, and it's a free pattern on their website. You could also make this Witch Gnome by Whimsy Day Designs. It measures 6 by 12 inches and is a bit more intermediate level to create. And they also have a mini pumpkin included in this design, and it's a paid pattern in their Etsy shop. I also liked this Wicked Blanket by Pop Patterns Crochet. It measures 120 by 105 centimeters, but of course this is depending on the weight of yarn you use. You could also adjust it by using a bigger or smaller weight yarn. And this one is a paid pattern in their Etsy shop, and you can also use it to create a tapestry as well. The Good and Wicked Witch ornaments by Olga Tarasova is also a lovely one. They measure 9 centimeters high by 8 centimeters wide, and the pattern has a lot of helpful step-by-step pictures. It only uses basic stitches to make. You could also use these as applique as well, and the Wicked Witch is free on their blog, and the Good Witch is a paid pattern in their Ravelry. Or make this Wicked Scrubby by Blackstone Designs. The special stitch used here is the single crochet 3 together, and it's worked from the wrist up in one piece, so no sewing, which is great. There are helpful pictures on how to work the fingers, and this would work well for dishes or as a loofah, and it's a free pattern on their blog. Another great one is this Witch Dishcloth by Yarnspirations. It measures 10 by 10 inches, and this one is beginner friendly and uses a bit of embroidery for the mouth and eyes using the French knot. And the only special stitch used for this one is the single crochet 2 together, and it's a free pattern on their website. And I just thought this one would look so lovely displayed in your kitchen. Well, what do you think of my Wicked Inspired crochet patterns? Let me know in the comments below what other types of crochet patterns videos you'd like to see next from me. And if you made it this far, make sure to leave a green heart emoji in the comments below. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.